Hi guys, you're welcome or welcome back to Randomly Random Reactions. Today, we are reacting to a very random love story. A 31-year-old man dating a 91-year-old woman. Let's get into it.
Everyone is wired their own way. And some people are wired towards blondes, brunettes, big women, skinny women, various ethnicities. I'm wired towards older women.
Babyface Kyle Jones has never dated a woman his own age, preferring relationships with ladies more than twice as old as him. The 31-year-old, who lives in Pittsburgh, regularly romances grandmas in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s.
When I first met Kyle, quite thrilled. It's very flattering to have the younger guy chase you, and he was very nice. Sometimes I feel like he's another son till we hop in bed. Then I feel different.
But while his unusual taste in women is too extreme for most, Kyle takes a different...
Do you see how this man is looking at them? Okay, first of all, I would like to say I'm not judging, but I'm judging. Who did I hear the woman say sometimes she sees him as her son and then remembers she's dating him? No, we have to go back. Let's go back and listen to what she said. I need to make sure I heard her clearly. Let's take it back a notch so that I hear what she actually said.
80s and even 90s.
When I first met Kyle, quite thrilled. It's very flattering to have the younger guy chase you, and he was very nice. Sometimes I feel like he's another son till we hop in bed. Then I feel different.
But while he's...
Okay, so she said it's very flattering for a younger guy to chase her, and sometimes she sees him as a son until they hop in bed. What? What is happening? What is happening? Okay, so guys, as I said, I'm not judging, but I'm judging. Everyone deserves love. Everyone deserves love. I agree. I admit that. I support that. But there is a thin reality or thin difference between love and craziness. Respectfully. Respectfully, there's a thin line between love and reality. Respectfully, I respect this 91-year-old woman. I respect her, you know. I have an 86-year-old grandma who lives with me. And I can't imagine her dating a 31-year-old man. But I guess it's different strokes for different folks. Let's continue watching.
Usual taste in women is too extreme for most. Kyle takes a different...
The guy looking at them. Oh my God, let me go back and look at his face again. Let's watch it one more time.
While his unusual taste in women is too extreme for most.
Oh gosh. Whew. Let's continue.
Just don't do that. that. Yes, they do, and some of them have with me.
From a young age, Kyle realised the pin-ups which were exciting his friends weren't catching his eye.
The first time I realized I was into older women, I probably was 12 or 13 years old. It's funny, the things that they're self-conscious about is what I'm into. I like lines. I like the neck feature. You know, women worry about their boobs sagging. I think the natural hang looks great. I'm a fan of platinum hair. I mean, I don't like to say gray, I like to say platinum. I'm a fan of platinum hair.
Most controversial is Kyle's long-term relationship with 91-year-old great-grandmother Marjorie McCall, who he met in 2009.
He came in where I work to buy something.
Wait, when was this video made?
Obtained my phone
I have to check the year. I don't think it's a 2024 video.
number, gave me his, and then every day he talked to me on the phone until we finally went out. It makes you feel wonderful. Dating somebody younger than you makes you feel like you're alive again. The physical side of a relationship is...
As I'm saying, I don't judge, but this is weird and funny to me. Yeah, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Fine, I get that. He's attracted to certain features. Everyone has a preference. That's absolutely great. I think my question would be, basically, when this woman was 31, was he even born by then? I'm so confused. I'm really bad on math, but what is happening? For me, the only person benefiting from this relationship is 91-year-old great-grandma, because as she's saying, she feels alive again. You know, it's flattering for a younger person to want her, to want to be in a relationship with her, to be attracted to her. It boosts her self-esteem, which is a good thing. I just don't see what he may be getting from the relationship. I mean, I may be wrong. Perhaps he's happy because that's what he's attracted to. So that could be a benefit. He has someone to ask for advice from, I guess. Let's continue watching. This is really weird to me. That means she's 60 years older than him. What do they have in common? Yes, there are some people that are quite mature. There are some young people that are quite mature. I'm not hating on age gap relationships at all. I think that there are some age gaps that are reasonable, or maybe it's just the societal standards that I am limiting myself to. But yeah, I don't mind, So, for example, my parents are 13 years apart, I think. Yeah. I feel like, I feel like 60 is too big of an age gap. That is too wide. I mean, she's almost, of course, I can't tell the death date of someone, I don't have that in my control, but she's closer to his deathbed than he is in terms of like the societal life expectancy thing, This is just weird, and I'm not even mad at the guy who was just looking at him like, what is going on? I mean, this woman could be his great-grandmother. Let's keep watching. I really don't know. Share your thoughts, guys, because maybe I'm being too judgmental or I'm being too close-minded. But in what world, if you saw a 31-year-old woman, a 31-year-old man, right, walking over to you with a 91-year-old man kissing her, what would the impression be? And I feel like this even goes both ways. If the roles were reversed, that is, if this was a 91-year-old man and a 31-year-old woman, people would probably call her a gold. Like, they'll probably wonder, like, what is so attractive about this 91-year-old man to you? What do you have in common? People will have questions. So I don't think I would even be seeing anything different if the roles were reversed in terms of the gender. This is absurd. This is absurd. And did he say that he realized he was attracted to older women at age 12, age 13? My guy, like, what has he been through? What did he go through at age 12 or age 13 to start being attracted to older people? I know that age 12, age 13 is, the time when people are going into adolescence and, gaining a sense of self and all of that. But this is just, and, it will be different if he spoke of 10-year age gaps, 20-year age gaps. But from what he said, he dates from 70 years and above. Like, most of the women he has been in relationship with are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's what he said at the beginning or the start of the video. This is really weird. Very weird. I wonder if he has introduced her to his parents. Let's see if that will be in the video. But this is not it. This is not it.
Wonderful. I amaze myself. He amazes me. And I like it. Yeah. Nothing better.
It's good to be back. Very good to be back.
But with no immediate plans to settle down, Kyle isn't monogamous and enjoys dating several women at the same time.
It's nice to see you.
Of course he does. Of course. Of course he does. He's dating several women at the same time. Of course he does. And of course the 91-year-old woman will allow it. Is she going to refuse? No. Because already in her mind, I'm sure she's so joyous that such a young man finds her attractive, but somewhere within her mind still, I'm sure she wonders, like, why? Of course he's dating. I'm not even surprised. Of course he's not monogamous. Of course he's not. And of course he's not going to marry her. Of course he has no plans of marrying her. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Oh, gosh.
Met 68-year-old great-grandmother Anna 2 years ago on a dating website.
When he first contacted me, I did question his motives because I was twice his age. We had dinner. I liked him. I felt at ease with him, so I started seeing.
Of course, I don't know the full backstory, but listen to what this woman is saying. Even she, a 68-year-old woman, she's almost 70, a 68-year-old woman questioned him when they first met because he's twice her age. The 91-year-old woman did not even mention anything about questioning him. It's like she's so happy that a younger person is attracted to her. Allegedly. Look, I don't know what year this video was produced. I don't know if she's still with us. If she isn't, I'd like to say I'm saying all these things respectfully. If she is, I hope she's having a good life and they're still together. But, yeah, this is really weird. This is really weird. And it's funny that people want to try to make it feel or seem normal. It is not normal. It is not normal. It is not normal. It is not normal for a 12, 13-year-old boy to start being attracted to 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds and then grow to start dating 70, 80, 90-year-olds. That is weird. I'm here to say that is weird. And there's no one that can convince me that it is right.
He He's very attentive to you, and he just makes you feel good.
But despite his success with mature women, Kyle does come up against opposition.
What is going on? So, what happened? Did the cameraman or director say like, okay, we want to shoot a scene of you just kissing? So, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Immediately you hear that, start kissing. This looks so staged. Like, it doesn't even seem like a natural kiss. It seems like they are performing or acting. It seems like they are performing or acting. What is going on here? What is going on here? That kiss looks so weird. Let's go. Look at this.
Very attentive
That
to
kiss
you,
was so weird.
and he just makes you feel good.
But despite his success with mature women, Kyle does come up against opposition.
I have encountered people sometimes that are critical of what I do. But I mean, the most common is I'm a vulture. You're after money, you're after inheritance. I hear that all the time. It's not true at all. I do this because I like it, and they like it too.
That could
And
be
his
true.
mum, Cecilia, fully supports his romantic.
That could be true. That could be true. Maybe that's just his preference. That's what he likes. He's not necessarily looking for anything else. But think about the other side. The older women, think about them. Surely if they are in a relationship with him and they are... Guys, if you can hear my neighbors, sorry, they are making a lot of noise. I don't know what is going on there. But like I was saying, think about the other side. Think about the other party. He does not necessarily want these things, an inheritance. He's not after an inheritance or money, whatever. But think about the other party, these older women. Of course, if they are with you and they are in love with you and they are more closer to death, of course, they are more inclined to think about you and what they can leave you or what they will leave you when they die because they are in love with you. Am I being too crazy? Think about it. This 91-year-old man, do you really think that she's not going to bed thinking about how she's so in love with him and how, of course, she's going to leave something for him because she's so in love with him and she wants him to be taken care of? Of course. Like any reasonable human being who is growing, the more we live each and every day, we are closer to our death. That is the reality. Each and every day we are closer to our death. Death is something none of us can escape.
romantic choices, though admits it took some getting used to.
Wait, let's go back.
First time.
But I mean, the most common is I'm a vulture. You're after money, you're after inheritance. I hear
Guys,
that
I'm sorry.
all the time.
But even look at her walk. She can't even walk. And I think for this video, they made her wear heels. Like, come on. What is happening here? I want us to go back to the walk.
I have encountered people sometimes that are critical of what I do. But I mean, the most common is I'm a vulture.
She's
you're after
literally
money,
about
you're
to
after
fall. Like,
inheritance. I hear that all
ma'am,
the time. It's not true at all.
ma'am, you're 91. Rest. Rest. The part where she said when they get into bed is when she remembers that he's not her son is the weirdest part. Like, night, rest. What are you doing modeling across the street at 91? Don't you have grandchildren, great-grandchildren you want to spend time with and be surrounded by and be with? Yes, everyone deserves happiness, fine. But it will be more reasonable to find somebody within your age bracket. If this 91-year-old was even dating a 70-year-old man, I wouldn't even feel like it was that weird or strange. Even 60, that is not weird or strange. But why is a 31-year-old dating a 91-year-old? Where? How? Why? What? When? Like, so many questions.
I do this because I like it, and they like it too.
And his mum, Cecilia, fully supports his romantic choices, though admits it took some getting used to.
First time Kylie brought home a girlfriend, let's see, he was 22.
Nice. From her face, she's clearly still not used to it. From her facial expression, she's clearly still not used to this. Maybe she's just accepting it because that's her son. And, sometimes when you want people to stick around, you just have to be quiet. And look at them live their lives. This mother is clearly still not on board, but she just has to accept it. I mean, she's not even... She doesn't seem like she's super proud or happy or excited about what her son is doing or who her son is dating. This does not look like a mother who loves her son's girlfriend. It doesn't. And this is just 10 seconds of her speaking.
And she was 50.
Oh my God.
You was a young woman back then.
Yeah, I know.
Brought a 50-year-old woman home when he was 22. And who is to say that before he officially brought a woman home at 22, he wasn't dating women when he was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21? Who is to say that? This is a person who started realizing that he was attracted to older women at age 12, age 13. Maybe the 50-year-old was the first woman he introduced to his mother when he gathered courage to introduce someone to his mother. But I won't be surprised if he dated older women way before 22.
I still feel like I am.
I've asked Kylie why he prefers older women, and he told me because the older women they're more mature. There's somebody he can actually sit down and talk to. That's his lifestyle. That's what he likes, and he's not hurting anybody. I don't think that it's really anybody's business.
However, not everyone is convinced.
I couldn't imagine that.
Okay, question. If it's no one's business, why are they here publicizing their relationship? Why are they here doing an interview trying to let people in on their relationship? Then they should have kept it private. I don't think anybody would have heard of them if it wasn't on YouTube. Like, what? This is what most people say when they have no justification for their actions most of the time. It's no one's business. Yes, sometimes it's really no one's business, but when you put it out there, when you put it out in public domain, please don't tell me this. Because clearly, people will watch and you should be ready for public opinion. You should be ready for the internet opinion. I put my headphone down for a while. You should be ready. You should be ready for public opinion. You should be ready. Let's continue watching.
His lifestyle, that's what he likes, and he's not hurting anybody. I don't think that it's really anybody's business.
However, not everyone is convinced.
I couldn't imagine guys my age finding women that age attractive. I mean, he is, so to each their own. I mean, I respect that 100%.
91 dating a 31-year-old. That's pretty speechless. It's pretty weird.
I'm glad people knew it's weird.
But for Kyle, his romantic liaisons with senior citizens also present them with benefits too.
I offer older women a different experience than they normally used to. As opposed to them dating some tired old dead guy who's going to treat them the way that men treated women a long time ago, I offer them adventure. I show them things that are fun to do.
These people have lived 60 years ahead of you. Are you trying to say that in their lifetime they didn't do fun things, they didn't do adventurous things? Are you trying to say that they need you to show them adventurous stuff? What is he saying? when this woman was 30, you weren't even yet, you didn't even exist yet. When this woman was having her adventures and living her life in various relationships, you were not even born yet. When this woman was 31, you were 0. What is he talking about? This is like the weird thing about age gap relationships. Like where people say, oh, he makes me more adventurous or she makes me more adventurous because she's younger. Technically, maybe yes. It helps them relive their youth, but they don't need you to come teach them what an adventure is or spice up their lives. They have lived way before you. They lived way ahead of you. They have seen eras and centuries and seasons that you haven't even yet seen. She's 91. You're 31. Please. Except this is what people have told him. If he's the one saying that he's there to provide that for them, that's a different thing. It's different if they have told him, you know, you make me feel adventurous and this and that and you do this, and like what she was saying, what the 91-year-old man was saying, he makes me feel alive again and all that. That's different. But he shouldn't purposely go into these relationships because he wants to provide some sort of service of giving people an adventure. Nobody asks for that. Like, these people have lived. They have lived life before you. They have seen things you are yet to see. This woman has lived. And again, I'm saying this again, I am so not against age gap relationships. I think that in some contexts they are reasonable, they work. But in certain contexts too, it's just an overbalance. It's just what is going on here. There's an imbalance. There's just an imbalance where it just doesn't seem rational, you know? But hey, okay guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. What are your thoughts? I really want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this particular age gap relationships? And if you want to, age gap relationships in general, have you had an age gap relationship and what was your experience? Let me know in the comments. Do you agree or disagree with my point, with my thoughts? Let me know. This is a safe space. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, and most importantly, please subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video from me. I post every other day. So please do subscribe, guys. Subscribe!